Hello. In this lesson, we will discuss how to handle behavioral questions. So, what is a behavioral question? The objective of asking such question is to know how you solve problem and deal with challenges. These questions don't have any right or wrong answer. You have to be smart in your reply and give a response that makes you shine. To effectively respond to these questions, there is a globally popular framework which is called STAR framework. Here, S of star stands for situation, T for task, A for approach, and R for result. This framework allows you to organize your answer in a coherent and logical manner, enabling you to clearly articulate your response. Let's understand this STAR framework using a case study. Madhumita is in charge of regulatory reporting in a telecom company. One day, there was a sudden requirement from the regulatory authorities to submit a specific report within a few days, and failing to comply would have resulted in hefty fines. This is situation of a STAR framework which define the context of the problem. Now comes T, that stands for task. Task explains what is Madhumita's role in the situation. For example, she was asked by her CEO to get the report sent to the regulatory authorities within the deadline. So her task was to get it done on time. A in STAR stands for approach, which is details of plan, priorities, and action. In this case, Madhumita, faced with severe time crunch, decided to approach the automation team to create a software program to generate the report rather than trying to get report manually. And R stands for results, which means the outcome of her approach and action. In this case, she was able to generate and submit the report before the deadline, and she saved millions of dollars in fine. I hope you get an idea of the STAR framework by listening to this case study of Madhumita. Let's call it her STAR story. When you organize your answers using the STAR framework, it's your STAR story. In this lesson, I will guide you step by step through the process of developing your STAR stories so that your answers make you as a standout candidate and shine through the interview. Step 1 in preparing your STAR story is to start by identifying your best achievements from your professional or college life. These achievements are core around which your STAR story will be created. Focus on those achievements that were reached under tough conditions or done under a lot of constraints. Now let's move to step 2, which is for each identifying achievement, describe the situation, your task, your approach, and the result. It means you are creating your STAR story for each of your achievements. For each STAR story developed as in previous step 2, write down all the skills, competencies, and your personality traits that were demonstrated. Please note that every STAR story will have multiple skills and competencies displayed. Let's move to step 4. Now you have your STAR stories ready. Make a few such STAR stories and save their outline in your head. As per my experience, if you have 5 to 7 stories, you can handle almost any behavioral questions with confidence. So now we have reached the end of this lesson. I hope you found it helpful. Before we close, watch 2 animations where the candidate is answering 2 different types of behavioral questions.
Tell me about a time when you had to manage a difficult team member. How did you handle the situation?
In my previous role, I had a team member who was consistently missing deadlines and affecting the team's performance. My responsibility was to address the issue without causing conflict, while ensuring the team stayed on track. I scheduled a private meeting with the team members to discuss the problem. I listened to their concerns and offered support, such as adjusting their workload and providing additional resources. As a result, the team member improved their performance, deadlines were met, and overall team morale increased.
Tell me about a time when you made a mistake at work. How did you handle the situation, and what did you learn?
In a previous role, I mistakenly sent an important report to the wrong client. I needed to correct the mistake quickly and ensure it didn't harm the client relationship. I immediately informed my manager and the client about the error. I apologized and quickly prepared and sent the correct report. I also reviewed our process for sending reports to prevent future mistakes. The client appreciated the transparency and quick resolution. I learned the importance of double-checking details and improved our process to avoid similar error.